Esiva, this is GFLaserBook coming at you with another Destiny video. What is going on, Guardians, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about unreleased emblems that are not currently in the game. Now, one thing I do want to let you guys know is these emblems are in the game in general, but they're not available for us to actually get them, or at the current moment we do not know how to obtain these emblems. Now, there's some emblems here that are kind of amazing, and there's some emblems that are like, I wonder if that emblem got changed to a different concept of what we currently know. Now that we know there's a major update coming in April or around the springtime, then we could dive in and see what we could actually get, or what kind of ideas we could get by these emblems of content that we could expect that is going to be released when an April update is, or if we could maybe just find out where to get these emblems. But before we get started, I want to know from you guys, out of all the emblems I'm going to show you, please let me know in the comment section down below which one you wish that was in the game and you think would be amazing. So big shout out to Vengeful Arc on for posting this on Reddit. He made a nice compiled list of the emblems, and a big shout out to him and making, allowing us to actually get a nice list of all these emblems. So let's start off with the first one. The first one we have is called Sunset City, and this has a very retro look. Reminds me very reminiscent of the 80s, if you guys recall, or like, Miami era. So definitely do keep that in mind. Next up, we have Exo Moon. This is a moon emblem. This is kind of interesting, kind of a concept of maybe something that happens in the moon, or, the only way I could see this emblem coming into fruition is maybe a mission we played in the moon, or maybe a mission that was taken out of the moon, and that is the way you get the emblem. Then we have the Glory of the Elite. The Glory of the Elite is actually a very interesting emblem. Not only is it reminiscent to the current emblems we have right now in game, and the ones we got with the Dawning, kind of like the Crucible emblem, has the same schematics and same look. But if you notice right there, you will notice that is the emblem of the challenge, right? The challenge mode. So maybe this is an emblem that's currently in the game and no one has been able to obtain, either by completing a high challenge or by I have no idea. I don't know. I had no idea how to get the emblem. Most of these emblems were probably going to be speculation on how to obtain them. Actually, I forgot to mention on the first one, which is the Sunset City, a lot of people said that emblem you were able to obtain by deciphering the last city, the map, the light thing that no one ever got into because there was no weapon behind it. Next up, we have the Barely Cometary. Now, the Barely Cometary is an emblem that shows a comet. Now, if you guys recall, one of the DLCs that was going to be coming to Destiny was going to be called Comet. So I don't know if this one was tied in to that DLC that's coming, or that will be coming, or that we'll have it before Destiny 2 gets released. So it's going to be very interesting to see, what we have. Next up, we have one called the Lost and Foundries. The Lost and Foundries is the green one with the cube. The green one with the cube, this is actually pretty interesting because we already have different foundries within the game, but this looks to be a foundry that has been lost and we don't know of. So this may be interesting, a new way of concept to introducing new sorts of weapons. Next up, we have the Frame of Mind. The Frame of Mind looks like it's an emblem that's red and has a circle on it. Now, this one right here, I could see it tied into the Wrath of the Machine a little bit just because it's red. Siva, that's kind of where I'm going with that one. And then we have the Summer Song. The Summer Song, very interesting because if you remember, there is already an emblem that looks very similar to this. Was the one with the tree that we got when we got the the book, the Kate Stash book and all that good stuff. So around there, I believe this might be an emblem that's probably going to be very, very predominant, and something I might see looking forward, or coming forward. Next up after that, we have one called Off to the Races. Of course, you guys already know that emblem right there is for SRL. Apparently that emblem is not in the game. We don't know if the concept got tweaked and maybe it was going to be blue and then they switched it to the red, blue, and white. So I don't know if that one's missing, or maybe that's just tied into some sort of thing we haven't done in SRL. Next up, we have the Sign of the Battleborn. The Sign of the Battleborn is a raid emblem, and this raid emblem is something we've never been able to obtain for the King's Fall raid. So I have no idea if this is an emblem that's just gone missing, or an emblem that we haven't been obtained. Maybe there's going to be a challenge mode for the Wrath of the Machines for the, for something that we haven't been able to do, or I have no idea, man. We're just going to be speculating a lot on these. So definitely keep that in mind. So then we have the Archer's End. Now this is a very interesting because we don't have a lot of Archer type information within the world of Destiny. The only thing I could think of is in Patrol, when you go to patrol missions on Earth, and you know, when you go and head over there to the around the Moth Yards, past the Moth Yards towards the where the river and all that stuff is at. Maybe there's something there missing that we haven't yet discovered, and this is maybe tied into this emblem, or maybe we were gonna actually be on a ship and get on a ship and get this emblem. So I mean, a lot of these are speculation, like I said, but you know, they're emblems that are currently in the game database, but we have no access to them. So very interesting. Then we have the Hexon 4. This is an orange emblem with the Hexon symbol. A very interesting emblem. Not too much detail in it. It's just, you know, pretty much a plain emblem. This is probably going to be something that was just taken out of the game. Then we have the Archer's End. The Archer's End, the only thing I can think of Archers, of course, is the Hunter class, you know, with their Night Stalker class. And, you know, Archer's End sounds seems interesting. The emblem look really, really amazing. And it's definitely an emblem I would definitely want to get my hands on. Then we have the Hex, then we have the City Force. The City Force is another orange emblem with a nice pattern. Then after that, we have the Sign of the Ancients. Now, this one's actually really good, and one that I would definitely want to pick up and to have in my inventory. Very, very nice. Definitely would like to have that one. And I hope maybe this is the emblem that we get for completing Year 3 in Destiny. That'd be kind of amazing, right? Then we have the Sign of the Protectorate, and this one right here is very interesting because this one reminds me of that one game we played where, you know, we got infested and you got an emblem for that. So that's something I would definitely like to see. Really cool looking emblem. Then we have the World Domination. The World Domination might be something that has to do with an enemy that we haven't yet combat, or something that we might be getting in the coming Destiny DLC. Then we have the Coverance, blue emblem with a nice emblem. And the next one is the one I really, really like. It's called the Scholar's Quest. The Scholar's Quest looks really amazing emblem. One that looks really hot, and definitely I would really, 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 really like to get my hands on that one. So I hope that one becomes available. Then we have the Tips of the Spear, which is a very decent emblem, looks very interesting. And last but not least, we have the Raid emblem. Now, this is Raid emblem, of course, of Crota, and who knows if the older raids are going to be relevant again. If they are, we already see 2 Raid emblems here that we've never seen before in the game, and maybe these are going to become available if they ever decide to bring the old raids back. But let me know in the comment section down below, out of all these emblems, which is your favorite, which one do you think stands out to you, and which one would you really wish that was in the game? Don't forget, guys, if you want to stay up to date to all things Destiny, make sure you keep it locked on this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video.